How's it going, everybody? This is Dale from Upstate Bets and DFS. I'm here with my partner Reoz. We got a five-game slate here for MLB today on Friday. So there's actually 13 games here on the entire day. I know there's a game that starts at 1, 3 o'clock, 5 o'clock. So they kind of go all day. But we're going to be covering the main slate here that starts at 7 o'clock. So I got two guys. Reoz has got two guys as well. MLB just started yesterday. A lot of these guys are playing their first game today. And then also some NBA stuff we got going on later today, but that board is still very low right now. They're waiting for a lot of guys to see if they're sitting or playing, so hopefully we can get to that a little bit later today as well. So welcome to the MLB video. We do offer some Patreon content as well, Riaz. Tell me about that.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff going on over on the Patreon. We absolutely killed the Masters yesterday, going 3-0. We had a really decent night over on the Patreon for MLB as well. Obviously, NBA, we're just continuing to smash. So, a lot of great stuff. You can find it at patreon.com/upstate. I know on the YouTube we're going to be covering the main slate, but with MLB, there's always games that start at 1, 2, 3, 4 o'clock. So if you want more information, plays that me and Dale are really looking at, I highly recommend looking at the Patreon, joining the Patreon. That's where you're gonna find everything for early games for MLB. So I highly recommend checking it out. Obviously, joining the free Discord. Everything is linked in the description below. So let's just jump right into these picks.
Yeah, man. The first guy I want to get to is playing at 7 o'clock here is Max Scherzer. I really like this pick for him just because, I'm a big revenge narrative guy. I mean, if you watch me in, NBA videos or NFL videos, I always like to play the revenge narrative. I'm sure I'll be taking some, uh, a lot of NFL lines is coming up here. There's so many people that change teams, but I'm just going to play that narrative here for the MLB as well. I mean, Scherzer, great pitcher. I mean, he's a guy that has really high upside when it comes to getting strikeouts. He can get them, whenever realistically, and he has a really high ceiling. He can give you, 9 to 10 strikeouts any given night. And last year he was 77% on this prop in his last 30. So when I look at this guy, just I see consistency, and I really think he's gonna have a good game tonight against his former team.
Yeah, I really like this pick. I'm going to stay here in strikeouts as well. John Gray here, somebody who's changing teams. I really like him in this spot against Toronto. A lot of guys on this roster strike out a ton. There's a lot of boomer bust guys on this team, and John Gray pitched very well when he was playing for the Rockies, and especially home games in Coors Field, where that's just a hitter's field. I mean, the right field is so far in. Everyone's just cranking home runs, and he still went out there and gave you 7, 8 strikeouts, even playing at Coors. So here playing in Toronto, I mean, this is just a really great matchup for him, and I like the line at 5. I can really see him going out there and getting 6 or 7 strikeouts here tonight.
Yeah, great pick there for sure. I'm gonna go over to hitter fantasy score here. I'm gonna go with Vladimir Guerrero here. He's probably the highest. He's got the highest line on the slate for hitter fantasy score. Let me scroll down to him here, and yeah, I mean at 8.5. I mean it's still honestly good value for him. I mean every time he steps up the bat, massive upside. Even has the upside of stealing some bases here and there. I mean he's a guy that has a bats over 300, and he's got 48 home runs last year. I mean, he could be having another monster year this year. Got wheels on him for his size as well, so presents a lot of upside here going against Texas.
Yeah, I mean, someone who could give you home run upside, seeing he had 48 last year, but still batting over 300. I mean, this guy's just an overall stud, so I really like that pick. The last guy I want to talk about is over on hits and walks, game starting at 9:38, and that's Jose Altuve. This is someone who's very consistent getting on base. His on base percentage has always been through the roof throughout all the seasons. Houston just always seems to be really good, and playing a team that they just played last night, and we saw Bregman just go absolutely crazy. But I think this is a night where Jose Altuve really takes advantage of really crowding the plate, getting some walks, and I really like that these lines are set at 1.5 because Altuve's a guy that always bats well over 300 every single season, and this is somebody who is not a big home run guy, but he gets the ball in play. He always gets on base, and he presents himself really well at bat. So I really like this over at 1.5.
Yeah, I really like that pick. I like this category as well. I'm gonna have to be looking into this category a little bit. So hopefully we do a little bit better than we did yesterday. On the MLB stuff, but it's still the beginning of the season. Still trying to work stuff out. I mean, it's similar to NBA wrapping up. Like there's people sitting out. This is just people getting their feet under them now. Getting used to their new teams for a lot of these guys. So really gonna dive into this MLB stuff as the season goes on. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. We had a lot of good feedback yesterday. If you guys can like the video, comment down below. If there's any player that we didn't mention that you want us to talk about, that'd be cool. And then, Reoz talked about the free Discord and whatnot. So just hop in there, subscribe if you haven't yet, and we'll catch you in the next video. Peace out.